Hi everyone, it's Alissa Brockman, Culinary Innovation Manager for the Kroger company. Today I'm going to make a key lime pie, and it's very simple to make and obviously very delicious if you're a key lime pie fan, so let's get started. Here's our ingredients. We have some graham cracker crumbs, some egg yolks I've already separated, a can of sweetened condensed milk, some key lime juice, macadamia nuts, and some sugar. Okay, for our crust, I just have 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. What I forgot to show you was butter. I'm going to do 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup or 1/2 stick of unsalted butter. And I'm going to just put this in a microwave safe container and then microwave it and just melt it completely. So I'll do it for about 20 seconds at a time until it's completely melted. And I like to use unsalted butter because that way I can control how much salt I'm putting into any recipe that I'm making, whether it's a pie crust or a pasta. Alright, I pulled my melted butter out of the microwave and I'm just going to add it to my graham cracker crumb and sugar mixture. And I'm also going to add, I did about an ounce weight of the dry roasted macadamia nuts from Kroger, and I ran my knife through them. They're a little bit bigger, but if you want bigger chunks, just leave them as they are. I wanted to get a little bit more throughout the crust, so I just chopped them up really quick. If you can see them on my board, and I'm also just going to add these to the bowl. And we're going to mix this together until it can form a complete mixture, and then we'll put it in our pie crust and we'll par bake it, and then we'll make the filling. Alright, once we've mixed our butter, graham crackers, macadamia nuts, and sugar together, just going to put it in our pie tin. And I just get in there with some clean hands, press it around. And then what I like to do is I like to kind of pinch from the middle and form the crust on the outside, and then we'll flatten the middle. Just want to keep kind of pressing and pinching on the outside of the pan. And then you can see the middle. We're just going to flatten that and press this flat. You can use your knuckles or you can use a measuring cup to do this as well. You can take the back of the flat side of a measuring cup, a cup, whatever you want, and just flatten it so your pie is not lopsided. Our crust looks great, and I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 4 to 5 minutes just to par bake it enough so it has enough structure when we add the filling. While our crust is in the oven, I just added the 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk to another clean mixing bowl. I have 3 egg yolks that I've already separated. I'm going to add the egg yolks to the condensed milk, and I'm just going to whisk these together until they're well combined. Alright, you can see how the egg yolks have turned the condensed milk a beautiful yellow color. And now we're going to add a 1/2 cup of key lime juice, but we're going to add this a little bit at a time. It's like tempering eggs when you're making creme brulee. You don't want to curdle it because of the heat. Acid's going to cook your eggs as well. So we're just going to do this a little bit at a time to make sure that we don't cook and curdle our egg yolks, because that would not make a very good key lime pie. So just a little bit at a time. And here's our mixture. Simple as that. Okay, our crust is done, and you need to allow this to cool before you add the filling. Again, you don't want to overcook your eggs in your key lime pie. So it's cooled, it looks awesome, and we're just going to take our mixture and pour it into our crust. Alright, we're just going to make sure that it's evenly distributed in our crust. And we're going to turn our oven down to 300, and then we're going to bake our key lime pie for about 12 to 15 minutes. You still want it to jiggle in the middle when it's done, kind of like if you've ever made a cheesecake before. So 300 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes, and we'll check on it. My cat's going crazy. We have our windows open. It feels awesome. But then once our key lime pie is done, we'll pull it out of the oven, and I'll show you the end result. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it still jiggles in the middle after about 15 minutes at 300. We're going to let it cool, and then you can serve it with whipped cream or whatever you want.